Good. Heel. Good. Good heel. That's it. Place. Good boy. There you go. That's a good dog. No. Place. There you go. Oh, place. Good. No. Place. Good. Okay. Heel. Heel. Good. No, heel. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. Attaboy. Crate. Crate. Good. Okay. Okay, come on. Attaboy. Good. You ready to do this? Come on. Come here. Good. Captain, sit. Good boy. All right, well, here we are back again at Animal Training Development Center. And today we have with us back again, Captain. And Captain is a 1.5-year-old boxer. Beautiful dog, as you can see. Very fit, very strong. And we've been working with him on our board and train program. This is day 9 of his 10-day program with us. And so we've been really enjoying having him. We've noted before that he is a Guarded Dogality type, and with every Dogality type, which there are 5 main roots, there are pros and cons to each of those. So as a Guarded Dogality type, okay, we know that he's a little slow to make friends, but not to say that he's aggressive in any way. He really isn't, but he's just a little shy and seemingly a little fearful. But as you get to know him and as he gets to be more comfortable around you, that fear dissipates very quickly into a dog that is very friendly and very affectionate to other dogs and other people alike. So we've really enjoyed that part of him as we gotten to know him. I think probably around day 4 is when he started to really get more comfortable with us at home and start to really kick into gear when it comes to his training potential. So very smart dog, a very affectionate dog, like I said. Still a little bit wary, which is very natural. That's part of what the Guarded Dogality type is known for, and that is just slow to accept new people and new doggy friends. Kind of very into patterns, very into just having regular routines, that sort of thing. And so any place that's new is a little bit triggering for them and puts them back into that guarded mentality, which really turns into flight instinct with him. When we started training him, you'll see a lot of the videos we were using a prong collar, mainly because when he went into that flight mode, he would just take off, and he's very strong. And when he did take off, if not for that prong collar, I think there have been a few times we'd have been going with him. But you can see now we switched him over to this pretty red buckle collar, which will just be a testament to how well he's done in the training. We really haven't needed that prong collar now for a couple of days, and I'm not anticipating needing it anymore. Now, when you get him home, I would go right back to that prong collar for a little while, at least until you get practiced up with him and you guys come back and do your private lesson with us, and maybe even after a few of the drop-in classes where you'll still want to continue to use that prong collar for a while. But maybe, when those drop-in classes are over, you get 5 of those with your program, you'll be able to go to this buckle style collar with him. Probably won't need the prong collar anymore after that. So we're just going to start him off with the unspoken command. We do this with every dog, and the first thing that we want them all to learn is this idea that they should never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. So as I wander around the room here, you can see that he's doing a good job keeping some slack in the line. He doesn't have to be in my heel position. He could be in front of me. He can be behind me. He could be to the left of me. He could be to the right of me. He can sniff the ground. He can scratch and look around. He can do just about anything he wants except get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. So we call this the unspoken command. This is one that we practice a lot, and when you get outdoors and when he gets spooked, that's where he still to this day will try to trigger. Now, we've gotten him desensitized to a lot of things that he used to spook at around here, like traffic noises and the train and other people that he'll see on walks and things of that nature. But it's still going to be a bit of a work in progress to get him through all those things and to the degree that you will feel really good about this unspoken command. The next one we did is a simple command to sit. Captain, sit. Good boy. And the guarded dogality type is a little slow. They're very deliberate about whatever it is that they're doing. So you just give him the time. If he looks like he's going to make his way to that sit position, give him all the time he needs. To me, all I want to see is that he's committed to getting there. And then we'll just wait to praise him when he does arrive. Good boy. Sit means sit and keep sitting no matter what happens while you're sitting. And so we've been working on, sit, teaching him that when I walk around him, he's supposed to keep holding his sit position. No, sit. There you go. If I get a ball out and I bounce, good. He loves to play with the ball, but you can see he's holding really well with that sit position there. Good boy. If I give the release word, by the way, I say, okay. Of course, now he can get up and check it out if he wants to. Same thing with treats. Being a guarded dogality type, they're really not into treats. A lot of times people think that's going to help you make friends with a guarded dogality type, and usually it doesn't because they're very suspicious and they pretty much sure you're trying to poison them or something. I'm guessing in their mind. They don't accept treats from strangers or even people they know for a little while like me. So we have been able to drop treats in front of him as he's holding that down position or sit position. We'll show you that down position next here, and that's all looking really very good. As always, it's a work in progress, and you're going to continue to want to build him through distraction levels. We always say distractions are to dog training as weights are to weightlifting. So if you think about somebody that's super strong, they can lift a lot of weight. If you think about a dog that's really well trained, they can work through a lot of distraction. And that's what we're always looking to build with any of our dogs, is their ability to continue to hold commands as distractions go up, both physically and mentally. So physically, we're talking balls and treats and other dogs and cars and, kids and bicycles and all that kind of physical stuff. Mentally, the longer he has to hold a sit, the harder it is to keep sitting. So we're trying to build him up to where he can hold sit for about 3 minutes at a time. And he's still working his way up to that point. And we're trying to work him through all the physical distractions that will continue to be things to work on for months to come. All right, next. Captain, sit. There you go. Good boy. We're going to show you this heel position, and you chose the right side, which I think is great. This is really going to help you on walks because people tend to stay to the right. And if you're staying to your right and your dog's on your right, then your body's going to be blocking him from people coming the other way on sidewalks and stuff. Down. Good boy. I kind of threw that in there. He was on his way anyway, but I wanted to make it my idea so I didn't have to correct him for laying down. We'll get to that down command more in a minute. But from the heel position, and he's still in the heel position even though he is laying down now, because what we're looking for is his paws to be parallel with my feet. We want him to be in a position where I can reach over and touch him, but not so close that he's restricting my movement to the right. If at any time you feel like you can't go anywhere you want to go, then he's not in the right heel position. So we want to make sure you have complete freedom of movement as you go into this command. And this one is very strict and designed to be. This is how we're going to get from point A to point B when there's a lot of danger or a lot of distraction in our midst. And so as I give the command to heel, I'm going to lead with my inside foot. So if your dog heels on the right, your inside foot is your right. If your dog heels on the left, your inside foot is your left. So this is our right, and so my inside foot is the right, and we're teaching him that this signal, when I lead with my right foot, means that he gets up. When I lead with my outside foot, that means that he stays put. And this is going to help him not just listen for your commands, but watch you as well and give you the best possible dog as they're both listening and watching you. When we stop at the end of the heel, he should sit automatically. If not, we can remind him, no, sit. And that little tug up, no, sit, is all he normally needs. There he goes. Good boy. To get in that sit position. Let's try this again. Leading with that inside foot, heel. We're going to work a figure 8 pattern between these cones, and you don't have to use cones at home, but I would recommend you start off indoors at home. Maybe use a couple of chairs, just any 2 things, books on the floor that you can walk left around one of the items. No, heel. This will help him learn. Figure 8 patterns are great for both left and right turns. So as I turn this way, he needs to stay with me. No, heel. Good. I know it's a little tight through there, but he can do it. Good. Good boy. Like that. And again, when we stop, we're looking for that automatic sit. No, sit. No, sit. Heel. Might try one more to get a better automatic sit for you there. Let's do one more. Sit. No, sit. That little tug up and behind his head is going to help pivot him into that sit position. When we do the down, down. Very good. That's a good boy. If he hadn't, on this one, we'd just step on the leash to step down and help him toward the ground. Good boy. Heel, inside foot. He gets up. Very nice with that. Let's see if we can get a better automatic sit here, buddy. No, sit. No, sit. Down. The hand signal for the down just goes up and over his head like so. Try to stay straight up when you give the down command. When we bend, of course, his instinct is to come to you because your body language shifts into what looks like a play bow in their language. And so we want to stay tall, and it doesn't matter if you're short. Just stand straight. Sit. No, sit. Good. So when you do get the down command, good. Attaboy. You just stay tall, and that's going to help him understand that that's what you want him to do. So we want our verbal commands to match what our body language is telling him to do. So avoid bending unless you're giving him the release word. We pick the word okay, means he can stop doing whatever he's doing and do whatever he wants. It's always a good sign when they want to come to you like he's doing there. All right, next we taught the place command. Place. Nice. And we've been using this mat here that we have at the training center, but you can convert over to anything that you want to keep him on at home. Some people like a yoga mat or something like that. But the idea is when he's on the place command, he can do whatever. When he's on the place command, he can do whatever he wants so long as he doesn't get off the place command. Sometimes you could give him a toy to hang out with while he's there, and that's fine. Something like that, maybe his favorite stuffed animal that he can cuddle with. But the idea being he can lay down on there if he wants to. He can stand back up on it. He can turn around and lay down it the other way. He just can't get off of it. So this is a very good one to have in your toolkit. Okay, good boy. And he doesn't mind it. It's comfy for him and gives him a place that he could be comfortable in. And it's a great one for everybody to have. So we worked on that. And then finally, we're doing this crate command. Crate. And he's great at the crate command. Good boy. Crate. Good boy. Good. Okay. Good dog. So the last thing we worked on is the come command. Now I'm guessing for you as a family that he already knows and trusts very deeply. This is probably not going to be a problem for you. These types of dogs generally stay pretty close anyhow. But when you do teach it, and what I've been doing with him is I'm just taking some steps backwards away from him as I call him. The signal to call just is kind of a wave towards you like this, and we're saying come, good, and backing up, and then making sure when he gets to you, just like the heel, it's not finished until they sit, except in this position, this is more the come position. We want him to sit right in front of you just like this, and make a good habit when you call him and he comes and he sits. Go ahead and just make a little habit of touching his collar after he sits, just so that the one time you really got to grab for his collar someday down the road, he won't think twice about it. So just get yourself in the habit of reaching over and grabbing his collar whenever he comes to you. Let's try this one more time. I'm just going to go backwards. Come. Good. Make sure he sits when he gets to you. Today, yeah, good job, Captain. And go ahead and touch that collar. Right on. Okay. Oh, one other tip I should have mentioned. At least I didn't have to show you the hard way this time around. you should always look behind you before you run backwards. Just a good tip. I'm not saying I've ever run into these poles, but I've run into some hard things before, trees and such. So that come command is a good one to work on a 6-foot leash like we've got today. When they're getting really good at that, then I like to go to a longer line that you can get. Amazon has them. They're really inexpensive. Get yourself maybe a 15-foot one that you can start to work from a bit more of a distance, and we can help you with all those types of projects as you continue to move forward. So again, we'd just like to thank you for your trust in us, and we really enjoyed having Captain. He really is a very fun guy to hang out with, and a very smart dog, and a very affectionate dog that I think has a lot of potential. He's at 1.5 years old, so I always say that every dog, no matter what their potential is young and dumb until they're at least 2 years old, just because they don't have enough life to have a lot of life experience yet. And so we got to keep him on leash, and we got to keep him, very watched, because this is still an age, and with the springtime coming, it's a lot of distraction that he probably doesn't even remember from last spring, if he remembers anything at all. So we're going to have a lot more distractions coming up as the weather continues to warm, and people coming out of their houses and walking their own dogs, and kids getting out their bikes, and all those types of distractions are going to cause us to continue to need to practice with him, and that's going to be where we can help you as well. So again, thanks for watching, and thanks for your trust in us. And as always, we like to say, happy training. Okay, good boy.